Hey, what's up, guys? Legend of Korra episode 7 today. As always, every time I sit down to watch Legend of Korra, it's always a good day. I actually have recently got an email from the Avatar Legends role-playing game, which I've showed off the book in the first episode, I think. And I got an email that they send all their backers for the game. And they're working on they're about to release a setting book for Republic City and Korra, and it's got like new stuff and a new setting, and it has like rules for pro bending in the game and stuff like that. And man, it was so tempting to buy it. You know, it was so incredibly tempting because I'm really liking the setting of Republic City, and I'm really liking. And I like the idea of like getting rules for pro bending as well. Just sounded very exciting to me. So I wanted to say that at the start of this video because that's like how much I'm thinking about Legend of Korra lately. Is I saw that email and I was like, oh, should I get it? And I thought about it for like the whole day. So yeah. Anyway, we're doing this today. Last time, what happened last time? Oh, last time I remember, Amon basically declared war kind of on the city by jumping into the middle of the pro bending tournament, or at the end of the pro bending tournament, and being like, yo guys, these are the best benders you got. Cool, they can't bend anymore. How does that feel, you know? So so that's very, very interesting. How many episodes do we have left of this season? I think we have, I think it's a 12 episode season, so we're like over halfway through now. Or like as of this episode, we will be over halfway through. So so yeah, I mean I don't want to say we're reaching the end game yet necessarily, but we're reaching the point where the plot is probably going to be moving along a bit faster, I would think. So I'm very excited. Please make sure to support the video if you enjoy these reactions. I know I say it all the time, but just to remind you, you know, as a channel that is still quite a small channel, I'm often trying to figure out like what's gonna get people, like what people enjoy the most and what's gonna get people into the channel. So if you think Legend of Korra is something that you want to stick around, best thing to do is liking the video, commenting, subscribing to the channel. All that stuff really helps it stick around. And you guys have been doing a good job at commenting on these videos and keeping that interaction up. Please keep that up. I love to hear your thoughts on it, and also it helps the video. So I will read them. Just comment down below your thoughts on the episodes and the reaction if you get some time. That would be very much appreciated. If this video gets to 100 likes, I release the next episode. That would be cruel. That would be cruel because that's not gonna happen. But please make sure to help out if you can. And my Patreon account has full-length early access and exclusive videos. If you want to get the next episode of Legend of Korra right now, you can do that on my Patreon account in the description below, as well as full-length reactions. Okay, let's jump in to episode 7 of The Legend of Korra. Here we go.
But she was powerless to stop Amon's attack on the arena. She has failed us all. If
oh my god,
these dire times,
this announcer is kind of biased. Book 1, Chapter 7, The Aftermath. Okay.
I talked to Tenzin and made all the arrangements. You can come live on Air Temple Island.
Aw, that's sweet.
Asami already invited us to live in her dad's
That's
giant
also
mansion.
sweet.
Hey, Korra.
Hey,
I was hoping
Asami.
to stop by. See you guys around sometime.
No, talk to Asami.
I'd love to have you come visit the estate.
We could swim in Asami's
Please,
pool.
Korra, please go. Come on.
All right, Pabu.
Yes.
Great. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good. Now, don't be jealous. Being like Asami has been so nice to you.
Looks
Damn.
like the intel was good.
There's
Wow.
enough evidence here to bury Cabbage Corp for an eternity.
I don't trust this. Like, that seemed very easy. I feel like everything's part of Amon's plan. Everything.
We have frozen Mr. Ganlon's assets and are closing Cabbage Corp. No!
Not
my
My Cabbages! Wait, that can't be the My Cabbages guy. Did My Cabbages guy start a company and so... Oh my god. Oh, hey, Bay. Bay? Why did I call him Bay?
Listen,
Man, hi, man.
Best friends.
You gotta get him for me.
For you? Bro,
Mr.
I don't give a fuck about
if you
you.
remember anything else about what you saw during Amon's attack,
See you around.
See ya.
Avatar.
I mean, just remember that you were a douche right up until you lost your powers. So, maybe an apology before we start being friends.
Avatar Korra has arrived.
hey,
Awesome.
Glad you made it.
Korra, welcome to paradise.
It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
This
What's that face, Korra?
I love this guy. Now pat me dry.
As you wish.
Oh my god, Berlin. You don't need to
forget
exploit
Master
that. Nah. That's such a
What do you
douchey
have planned
move.
for us today? Makeovers.
Alright, Korra.
I vote makeovers.
Wow. Like go-karting?
Pretty cool.
Actually, oh, right.
Way
I thought
cooler
they
than a
were
makeover.
driving
Huh?
it.
This is where Future Industries test drives their Sato mobiles.
Right.
Ever been behind the wheel?
Let's do it.
Aw, okay, alright. Looks like they're kind of getting along a bit now. Damn. Asami's looking competitive. Oh my god. Damn, he just made that guy spin out. She just did. Did I say he? Oh my god.
I mean, I've been in self-defense classes since I was this high.
Makes sense.
My dad made sure I would always be able to protect myself.
Smart guy.
Well, this is nice that they're getting along. I'm liking it.
We have a ladies' powder room upstairs. First door on your right. You can freshen up in there.
Thanks.
Yeah, we have 11 bathrooms. What is this music? Oh my god! Oh no, what is this? Is he working with Amon?
Luckily, the Cabbage Corp investigation has bought us enough time.
Aww. No.
By the
Shit! Shit, he's working with the equalists. Asami probably doesn't know though.
I mean, Baby Ben. I mean, the Airbender kids. See you later.
Baby bend. Wow, that's a new type of bender they just introduced in this show. Baby benders.
But what proof do you have?
Well, I
Oh,
don't
kinda
exactly
makes
have
sense,
proof,
though, like
but I know what I
technology.
heard. Sato's
High
up to
tech.
something.
He does have the means.
A firebender killed Sato's wife during the break-in.
Oh.
It's terrible.
He's been harboring anti-bending sentiment all this time.
Maybe we should look
Is
at Mr. Sato a little more closely.
Asami a bender? We haven't seen her bend, right? I don't think she is.
You spied on Hiroshi? What's your problem?
Alright, well, if he is actually involved with the
Mr.
equalists,
Sato,
she's
we
not the
just
bad
have
guy
a few
here.
Follow-up questions.
Because we're not benders doesn't mean we support
Okay,
those
yeah,
awful
they're not
equalists.
benders.
Equalists. This is all just a misunderstanding, resulting from the young Avatar's overactive imagination. Strike the market with a new line of Satomobiles. It's just business,
Is that true?
nothing nefarious. If you feel it's necessary, you're welcome to search all of Future Industries.
This is gonna hurt Asami and Korra's rapport that they were getting. Ah!
It would appear Hiroshi is innocent.
Okay, you did your search. Now you can all leave.
Are you that jealous of me and Asami?
What? Don't be ridiculous. That has nothing to do with it.
I think it has a
If you don't
little
drop
to do
this,
with it, but
consider our
also
friendship
she has
over.
good reason to be
I'm sorry.
suspicious. Oh man, Asami's mad at her now. That makes me sad. Oh, is this a tip? This is a tip? Insider information? Come on, be something good. It didn't say come alone, so they can all go.
But I didn't sign up for this war.
What do you have
Ah.
on Hiroshi Sato?
He manufactured those gloves for the equalists.
I knew it.
Okay.
And there are rumors he's working on something even bigger. Some new kind of weapon.
Do you have
We
proof?
searched all of secret factory.
Where?
Oh.
It's right underneath the Sato mansion.
Oh. Okay. Thank you, random man.
I think I would have noticed if there were a factory underneath my house. The lies you people come up with
How
just to
would you have
persecute
noticed
my
that?
father.
Is there an entrance from the workshop down there? Like a staircase? Well, you guys are metal benders, which means you're probably earth benders,
Dad?
right? Can you
Hello?
bend a hole in the ground?
Perhaps we just couldn't see him leaving.
Toph would have been able to just feel the ground and feel if there was something under the ground there. Oh, that... Oh my god! Maybe not just Toph.
There's a tunnel beneath the workshop, running deep into the mountain.
Yes, Lynn is just like Toph. I love it.
There's no tunnel.
There we fucking go.
Do you think your dad knows about this tunnel?
I don't understand.
Be cautious.
The way Lynn's like
You
shoe,
three stay up here.
like
Officer
the
Song,
sole of it goes
keep an eye
away,
on them.
like Toph. You know, like how Toph kicks out the bottom of her shoes is great. I love that. Damn, this is awesome. This little factory here is really sick. Oh, wow, they just have posters up.
And I'm guessing those are the new weapons.
Okay, again, hopefully this isn't all part of Amon's plan. This doesn't feel like it would
Lying, all
be.
right, but where is he?
Oh, or is it? God damn it.
What was that? All right, we'll stay put.
Uh-oh.
But can we wait outside or something? If I start sneeze,
Oh no.
sneeze.
What's your problem, bub?
I'm about to. What?
Marco, oh my god. Jeez.
Until the chief comes back. That sounds very familiar, doesn't it? Why? Because you said it.
Asami,
Okay,
you should
Valen.
stay here.
I'm afraid you won't be able to metal bend that wall, Chief Big Bomb.
Why not?
It's solid platinum.
Oh. Okay.
Not even your renowned mother could bend a metal so pure.
Right.
Hiroshi, I knew you.
Odds are a little more equal.
Jeez.
That source was a setup. You lured us down here.
Guilty as charged.
So it was kind of part of Amon's plan, or at least part of Hiroshi's plan. Jeez. Okay, alright. Okay, yeah, she can break through the glass. That's good. Alright, this is going decently. Oh, whoa! Holy shit! Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, God. Shit! Lynn is so cool, but we're not going to see her get a W, are we? She just keeps catching L's. Oh! Damn. They could handle one of these things, but yeah. An army of them. Oh, fuck yeah, Tenzin. Wow, it's cool seeing like a powerful earthbender. Like, he sort of looks like he fights with power. Oh. I hope I said airbender there before and not earthbender. God damn. Alright, well, it's up to Mako and Bolin.
Not so fast, boys.
Hello, Mr. Sato.
Difficult part was watching my daughter
Oh,
traipse
no.
around with a fire-bending
no.
street rat like you.
Fuck you, man.
Dad, stop!
I thought she'd be down here. No way she stays up there.
Why?
Please, forgive me.
What?
These people, these benders, they took away your mother. Join me, Asami.
No, she's not gonna. She doesn't subscribe to that belief. She's gotta fight Hiroshi.
Dad.
Yeah, thought so. Oh. Yeah, self-defense classes. Smart.
Let's get out of here.
Whew. They barely got out of that one. Only because Hiroshi let his guard
My
down.
metalbenders are on their way to Amon. First thing in the morning, I'm handing in my resignation.
No fucking way.
You
No.
can't give up like this.
I'm not giving up.
You're one of the
I'm
baddest
gonna
bitches
find
in
my
the
officers
land.
and take Amon down outside the law.
You're gonna become Batman?
Does your offer to live at the air temple still stand?
Of course it does.
Aw,
And Asami's welcome too.
good.
So much.
Good girl.
After everything she's been through, she's going to need you, Mako.
Aw, that's nice. Aw. Whoo, baby. I just want to watch more and more and more of this show. Like, I want to watch more of this show so badly that I'm just like checking my schedule right now to see if tomorrow when I wake up I'll have time to just like watch more Legend of Korra, and maybe Patreon will get more ahead on this series. I don't know. Like, my Patreon will be at least a week ahead, but it's possible if I like really get the craving to watch more, I'll be posting more to my Patreon account, but still be keeping the YouTube at the same pace. So keep an eye out. Anyway, wow, good episode. I mean, look, I originally thought like Asami and Hiroshi, like that family seemed suspicious, but then I thought like I kind of got rid of that suspicion because I thought like, one, that it was kind of too obvious that they were suspicious. Like, they came out of nowhere as a generous benefactor, like someone who just gave them like sponsored their team like when they needed it most and stuff. So I thought it was so convenient that it was so obvious that they were suspicious that the twist is actually that they're not suspicious. But it double twisted me, because then because I expected that they weren't suspicious, then it was a twist that he was suspicious. So but I do think the episode did a decent job at making me wonder whether or not like I was kind of like at the point where they all went in and Asami was like, how dare you suspect my dad? And they went into him and he was like, well, I can explain all of this, and he explains it all and stuff. There is like a part of me that's like, oh, maybe he's actually fine and we're just reading into this too much. And then there's another part of me, which is the same part I imagine Korra has, which is like the pride of being like, no, I started this, I said that you were suspicious, I'm gonna stick to it. I feel like that's the thing with Korra, is she, after he kind of proved himself, I don't know if Korra is necessarily any better at telling someone's character. I haven't seen so far in this series evidence that she's good at reading someone's character yet. So maybe she is, but what I assume is happening is she she put herself on the line by saying that it's Hiroshi, and then when it looked like it wasn't him, she could have gone one of two ways. She could have admitted that she was wrong and moved on, or double down and go, no, there's a bigger conspiracy here, and push further into it. And she doubled down, where I feel like a less stubborn character would have backed off at that point. Now, I'm not saying that's a flaw in this case, because one, she was right, so it's good that she did that. And two, it's like, in her situation, the like her friends not thinking she's being a bitch is less important than the equalists and their war efforts. So being suspicious of Hiroshi isn't necessarily a bad thing in this situation. Even if he was innocent, I still think they should have like dove into this investigation, because yeah, he was suspicious, like that they should have done that. But I do think that Korra's stubbornness did play a role. So Cabbage Corps, is that what they were called? Cabbage Corps? They I guess they must have been started by the Cabbage Man, right? That's the joke they're making, is that obviously if you've seen Avatar The Last Airbender, which I imagine you have if you're watching The Legend of Korra, there's the "my cabbages" guy, right? He's the biggest running joke in the series. And so I imagine that guy I mean, what a weird business to start, but I guess, you know, you got to start somewhere. So he was successful enough. I mean, I think he must have been successful, because even though we see him at the height of his misery every time we see him, he's still like traveling the world essentially, you know, like he was in many different places. So if he was in all those different places, by the way, he was in all those different places when Avatar and the gang were in those locations, and Avatar and the gang were traveling via bison. How the hell was the cabbage merchant? I mean, they were like stopping in places, so I guess that's how he caught up. But that just means like he really gets around. So I think if he gets around that much, he's probably kind of successful at his business. So yeah, I can see him like starting up a business here. It's funny that it's a competitor to Hiroshi's business though. Like isn't that super weird? What do Cabbage Corp do? Are they just called Cabbage Corp, but they're actually a tech business of some sort? That might be what the case is. That just might be the name. So I liked in this episode seeing Asami and Korra get along a little bit more, even though Korra is she's still jealous, and like it's gonna take her a while to get over that stuff. That's not easy stuff to get over, you know. When you see someone that you like with someone else, it happens. It, like, even if you don't want it to, and even if you can see the other person's a good person, it happens where you still feel just a little bit bitter. And Korra's actually handling it very well. I'm pretty proud of her for the most part. Is like, in fact, I think I'm proud of her all around, the way that she's handling it, because she isn't being too bitchy about it. And even though I'm disappointed when she walks in the room and Asami's there and she's like, oh, actually I have to go, I don't really blame her, because what she's doing in that situation is she's like, I feel kind of shitty in the room with her, and instead of taking it out on her and on my friends and being in a sour mood, I'm going to remove myself from the situation. That's actually kind of respectable. So I don't blame her for that. And I think in this episode, she actually handled herself very well with Asami. And when Asami reached out to her a little bit, like invited her to the mansion, she eventually agreed to go. And then Asami asked her to do the writing stuff, and then Korra was actually getting along with her and even confided in her, like not confided, but said to her like, hey, I thought you were going to be prissy in the classic rich girl stereotype, but you're not. And that was nice as well. So, and then even though they had a little bit of a scuffle in the on the side there, obviously Asami has now realized that she was wrong in that situation and Korra was in the right, so they should be fine now. And it was a very strong move of Korra at the end to say to Mako like, hey, take care of her, stay close to her because she needs someone else right now. That's very big of her, because you can see like that kind of hurt her to say, because she's essentially saying like, hey, you should spend more time with this person that I want you to not be with because I want you to be with me, but you should spend more time with her and you should get closer to her because she needs it. And so she's putting the needs of Asami over the needs of herself, which is very sweet. Lin. I really love Lin, man. I love her because you can see how Toph would have raised her. Like you can see where that would have come from, and you can see like she's got her own techniques. The interesting thing here is it seems like metal benders are like primarily metal benders, you know? Like I haven't really seen much of her or any of her metal benders bending rock. Have we seen her bend any rock? I don't know if we have. I think we've only seen her bend metal. So it makes me think I guess to make sure their technique is as good as it can be, do they actually just learn the basics of of earth bending, and then they immediately, like as soon as they've got the basics, go full steam ahead into metal bending, and then they just focus on metal bending, like because you only have so much time to learn so many things, right? So maybe that's just like, maybe if you're a metal bender, that actually means you're mostly primarily bending metal rather than being an earthbender who can bend metal. Like Toph was a metal bender, but that's just because she was an earthbender who could bend metal, and the only one at her time, I may add. So yeah, I wonder about that, but I really like that scene where she like lifts up her foot and then the sole of her boot like comes off and she brings it down, and then it shows that super iconic imagery of her just like feeling the vibrations of the earth and stuff through her foot, like just this beautiful little vroom, pulse coming from her foot, because that's what Toph did, and that was always iconic. And also it's what happened to Aang in the final episode of Avatar. That was how he beat Ozai as well, is with that technique. So that is he beat Ozai with the energy bending or whatever, but that's how he like originally like restrained Ozai. That is a massive important technique. So it was so cool to have that moment there, especially just after I was like, if Toph was here, she would have just felt the thing underground, and immediately Lin's like, hey motherfucker, I'm a Beifong too, watch this, and immediately put her foot down. So it's great, love it. Also, metal benders can't bend platinum. That's interesting, because I think there was a point in Avatar where I was like, okay, well, if Toph can bend metal, there's not much left in the world that can hold someone, like they're kind of everyone's kind of screwed. Now in Avatar, there was a bit where Toph and Katara were both trapped within a wood prison, which did hold them because I guess no one can bend wood. I guess no one can bend wood, right? Firebenders can't do it. Airbenders can't do it. Waterbenders and earthbenders apparently can't do it. I would think if anyone, it would be either earthbenders or waterbenders. But no, neither of them could, because they didn't during that episode. So wood is one of those things that you can trap people in, but I think wood's pretty weak. So just from because Katara cut through the wood with sweat, so I imagine wood is kind of a weak thing to trap people in. But yeah, if platinum is on the table, that makes things more interesting, because there's actually something that people can trap them with. And obviously they wouldn't have known that back in Avatar, because back in Avatar they're just like, well, metal works, so let's use metal, because Toph was the only one who that didn't work on. So yeah. Was there something else? Oh yeah, watching Tenzin fight. So I was trying to say this during the thing. I kind of gave up because I thought it would take too many words to describe. But Tenzin as an airbender, like, his technique did not look like Aang's techniques. His techniques looked quite forceful. So what I meant when I was like saying what I was saying is, like, with Aang, a lot of Aang's techniques are about evasion, because he's a pacifist as well. So it's not even just that's how airbending works. Aang specifically was like a person who did not want to fight often. He wanted to avoid fighting. He wanted to not hurt people. He wanted to not kill people. So he fought pretty conservatively, and most of his techniques were redirecting people and dodging people and stuff. And since Aang was the last airbender, that was the only airbending we saw in the show, right? Other than when it showed clips of previous avatars or whatever, but that was pretty much the only airbending we saw. So now we're seeing Tenzin, who is a different earthbender with a different personality, who has grown up and mastered airbending. Am I saying earthbending? I'm saying so many things, and I don't know if I'm saying the wrong things. He's an airbender. He grew up mastering airbending, and now he's and now he is an excellent airbender. I think his airbending techniques looked powerful. Like, he was putting a lot of force into them, and I thought that it looked great and awesome. So, very excited to see more of Tenzin fighting in the future, because like, immediately he left an impact on me. Great stuff. That's Legend of Korra, episode 7. Thank you so much for watching. Again, go to my Patreon account if you want full-length, early access, and exclusive videos. Next week's episode should be on there, and maybe more. I don't know. I'm not going to guarantee there's more, but I'm just saying, if I get time in my schedule, I'm probably going to want to watch more of this. And so it's possible in the future that I'll be putting more episodes of The Legend of Korra on Patreon, so just keep an eye out for that. But otherwise, please support the video if you can, liking, commenting, subscribing. All that stuff really helps me out. I love reading your comments, and it really helps out the video, so please make sure to comment down below what you thought of the episode, my reaction, your favorite parts of the reaction, stuff like that. I love reading it. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.